guys, so I'm off on a run. So I'm doing an intro video soon. So anyway, these muffins are gluten-free. They are very versatile. You can make them in chocolate chip, blueberry, raspberry, change the recipe up totally. I just add a little bit of spice. So anyways, I want you guys to check this recipe out. You're gonna love it. You're gonna use it for your breakfast muffins all through 2021. And it's gluten-free and plant-based and dairy-free and sugar-free. So let's jump into the video. I think you guys are gonna love these muffins. Like I said, they're soft, they're delicious, and they're super easy. So I hope you guys have a great new year if I don't put this up until New Year. And if it is the new year by the time I put this up, Happy New Year's. So anyways, let's jump into the video. And I gotta run. Let's start with our muffins. So we're gonna start with the wet ingredients. I have a half a cup of applesauce into our bowl. And then I have a half a cup of just plant milk. I'm using oat milk. I'm just using oat milk, but you can use whatever you have. Throw that in there. Gonna want, let's get this straight. I'm trying to get the top off. Splash of vanilla. A fourth a cup of maple syrup or either agave nectar. And then I have 3 tablespoons of nut butter. This is almond butter I'm using. So 3 tablespoons of nut butter in here. We're just going to mix all of this together. And I'm holding my camera with one hand, so I had to put the camera down to scrape out the nut butter. Being resourceful here. All right, so now we're going to add all the dry ingredients. I have oat flour. And I just like to buy my oat flour already ground. It just makes it simpler. And then we have a pinch of sea salt. We have a pinch of sea salt, about a half a teaspoon of baking soda, and about a half a teaspoon of baking powder. I kind of cut down and did like a fourth a teaspoon instead, just to keep the sodium low, because the sodium can get pretty high in leavening. So I did about a fourth a teaspoon of each, baking powder and baking soda. We want to dump that into our bowl. And then we're going to dump our spices. We got you want to dump your cinnamon, and I also added a few extra spices in here. I will write down how much I added. I just added a little bit of allspice, ginger, and nutmeg in my little, along with my cinnamon as well. So we're just going to dump that in here. It's going to give these muffins nice flavor. And then that's it, guys. That's simple. Mix your batter together. We're going to let this batter sit for just a few minutes before we actually put it into the muffin pans. All right, there we go. So we're gonna put these in the oven. I think you could probably squeeze out a 7th muffin if you really do the batter right. So we actually get about 7 muffins out of here. But anyways, I think I filled this one too high. But anyways, we're gonna throw this in the oven. You wanna let this cook for about anywhere between 23 to 28 minutes at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna stick these in the oven. Taking these out of the oven and I'm letting them cool. Look at how beautiful these are. Now, keep in mind we only used a heaping quarter teaspoon of baking powder and baking soda. We lowered the amount. And look at this. I mean, same, texture on the top. They just look beautiful. So anyway, we're going to let these completely cool and then we're going to, dig in. Also, you want to stick a toothpick in to make sure they are done on the inside. That's when you know they're done and when the toothpick comes out clean. So make sure that you do that if you're kind of struggling with how long to cook it. And anyway, we're going to let these cool and then I will show you the final results. Bite into this. Are you ready? Look at that. Look at how fluffy that is. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. It's lightly sweet. Get the hint of that cinnamon and those spices. Oh yeah. Guys, this is so simple and delicious. You gotta go make this, okay? It's just too easy not to. Like, yeah. I'm definitely satisfied with this. So, you gotta make this.